name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 4 down. 36.
Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Going deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bravo. 56. All right, D, let's go. 56.
Here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds Cook. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
56.
Darnold from the gun. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
We got three down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Ready? Switch. Check safety.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now T.J. Yeldon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
56 to Mark, boys, 56.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And Thomas has it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
56.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
56 to Mike.
On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Darnold. They complete it to Hill. Space to run past the 20, and down to the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, try 7. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. 3 buzz. Mike,
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10
let's go.
at their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He got 29 yards that time. They go play action to Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check motion. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Darnold now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Oh, lady. Right there. 54. 54.
To throw is Darnold. And this is Cook with a grab. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Spike 56. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a test.
On 1st down, Darnold. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now
T.J. Yeldon, the 40, 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Jackson steps away to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Matt Judon, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's got room. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after big...
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. This is Yeldon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Running with Kamara, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 42, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Alert.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. This time Jackson will throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there, going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. Watch two. Go. Mike two.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Down two. Get the flag. Two. Watch two. Down to lose one.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage in your...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Panthers. The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch. Lady, check 3. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen.
Hey, Alpha.
56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike.
Lady.
I can't believe they even let you play.
56 the Mike, boys, 56.
Here's Darnold.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Check 3. Watch twist. Undercrunch. Check 50.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Switch up. What's that? Mike, check. 59. Here we go, young lady. 59 is Mike. Check, 59.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. It's complete to Snead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Check back.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Snead's got it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
You draw corpus.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
We're going to start. The mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. I got you, pop.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll get